Are we getting levels out here? We're getting levels out here?
There's levels. There's levels to this pod.
Go and laugh. Perfect. No, but no, I was thinking about it. Yeah. Can I get a faraway laugh real fast? Let me get a Carrie Underwood laugh right here.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood, Mike Stretch.
Yeah. I don't honestly. Our levels are a little bit lower than I prefer, so I'm just gonna boost us.
I'll just talk louder.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Levels are a little lower than.
Perfect. That's right there. Right.
That's what we want.
No, you know, we'll be fine. I'll just boost it or whatever. But
I'll just have to listen to it at 42 volume in my truck, but
yeah.
crank it up a bit.
That's frustrating though, because
Then as soon as somebody laughs, my speakers are blown.
how about this? How about this? Huh? How about this? How about okay? Now we're okay. I understand. Yeah. We'll boost this a little bit. We'll boost this just a bit. Just a bit.
Boosty boosted.
Okay. All right. Well, here we are. Another episode of this undisclosed podcast between Nick and I. My name is what? Okay. No, we got stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. Where's my list? Where's my phone? I got a list.
Not the first time.
Yeah. So we're looking at this list of what are we doing? See, okay. Oh my goodness.
What is this list?
Well, here's the thing. I have a bunch of notes and lists on my phone, but I got lost.
How many notes do you have on your phone?
23.
Oh, really?
Actually,
That's
25.
it?
Yeah, 25.
Well, you're somewhat new to the iPhone gang, though, I guess.
That's true. I would say that's true. Yeah.
I have so many notes. It's fine.
I came up at the trenches and I beat a few bodies like we'll see.
I have 7 notes in one folder.
I got
And
folders.
74 notes in another folder.
Let's go. I'll say, what are the names of your folders?
Folder. I have 2 folders. They're each named folder.
All right.
146 notes.
Shout out to Chelsea. Yeah.
Clap, clap.
clack. No, but this one, we're starting off today's episode talking about fictional athletes. As you know, Nick and I are both fans of movies and TV, and we
Cinema.
le cinéma, and we just can't get enough. So honestly, okay, so I feel like my top 5 is my top 5, but I have so many like other ones that I'm like, but I feel like I got the top 5. Like that's pretty much the first ones I went with, and I did cheat on a couple of them, but I feel like I'm gonna defend them.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with number 1, because I feel like we both have a bunch of honorable mentions. So my number 1, and again, this is like a bit of a cheat one, but I went with Jim Halpert in the basketball episode of The Office.
That is hilarious.
See, like,
I never even thought of that. That's perfect.
So first of all, best player in that episode by far.
Oh, by a mile.
And he's a big guard, 6'3". So there's
with the jumper.
With a little bit of hooper.
A little bit of a jumper.
He has that sick behind the back like dribble around what's his face? The guy that Pam was with before him.
Roy.
Yeah.
Big Mr. Steel Girl energy coming there.
Truly. Really trying to show off there. The dribbling style is like probably mid 80s, which is kind of adorable. It's kind of funny. Like, I feel like, because I mean, people already, that show was what, mid 2000s? I mean, that was like the and one time. So like you can like add a little sauce in there, but everyone's still just like, like, you know, hiked up shorts and just that very vertical kind of dribble. So that was really,
those long over the knee Michael Scott classic shorts.
Yeah.
Those are good.
So Office Gym, I got to go with my number 1. What about you?
I love that. That's so fun. I forgot that was a thing. My number 1, and I didn't really know how to rank this because we said favorites, and this is like a favorite, but I kind of also ranked like based more on like other attributes other than just straight favorites.
Okay, I feel that.
So I kind of like grabbed my top 5 favorites and then almost ranked them by like ability.
Yeah, no, I get that.
In a way.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
So my number 1 was Forrest Gump.
Yes, dude, let's go. Nice.
The man ran for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Without stopping. Like he stopped to sleep, and then he didn't even stop to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I think he ate on the run.
Yeah.
Best ping ponger in the world. Unreal athlete.
I would say
Couldn't care less about it. Football.
yeah, All-American out of
Yep.
Alabama.
Yep. So incredible athlete.
No, I was thinking about that. I think Forrest Gump might be the best, like obviously in the movies it's like superhuman people, but like humans, I think he's like the fastest human that like they've ever portrayed in like movies.
It's
Like
so funny.
he's just yeah, and like you're right.
Like
Care
that's
about,
not at all the point of the movie.
yeah, oh no,
And
no,
so like that's I don't know. That's part of what makes it so fun to me.
well, I think that's like part of the appeal of the movie too, is that like he you know inspired Elvis, so he like kind of gets you that like that whole zeitgeist, and like for fans who are like athletes and stuff like that, like he's an athlete and he's just a beast.
That's
and
so funny.
You know, he's an Olympian, he serves his country, and he's at the million, like it's kind of like this perfect, and again like that's kind of what Forrest Gump is in his spirit, like it's the perfect like representation of like America and like the best of it in a sense, and like the redeeming quality of like the romance and all that. But
he's just a legend through and through.
No, that's a great pick. Honestly, he was. I feel bad at like he was technically one of my honorable mentions, and I feel gross. Like
I'm about to switch the list.
I want to say make it be, but that's a good one. I like that. Like, and I like your thought process, like off ability. I'm feeling that.
Yeah, I didn't know how to rank just based on sole favorites, so and like it felt kind of wrong.
No, I think that's right. Like I feel like I see that.
Anyway,
my number 2. Have you ever heard of Blue Mountain State? It was kind of a niche show.
I've heard of it. I haven't ever watched it though.
So the one of the main characters was Thad Castle.
Yep.
Basically, like he had like CTE.
Quarterback.
Oh no, he was actually he was a linebacker.
Oh,
he was
okay.
like their middle linebacker, but he had like CTE coming out the wazoo. Then like he honestly awful person, horrible teammate, but just hilarious. Like just he was definitely like
something to be said for that.
Yeah, I would say who's gonna be it? Who's gonna do that job that nobody wants? But he's like a more robust and more lewd like version of like Joey from the Friends. You know what I mean? Like he kind of fills that gap where he's like kind of the stupid like, oh, look at me, but also, you know, just a legend, absolute legend at the campus. The guy they get to play him is just like a classic, like just huge beast, kind of like look of a dude. I can't remember the guy's name, but have you seen any trailers for Reacher on Amazon Prime? So it's like the same actor, but yeah, just a huge dude, and I don't know, just super like the way they use him. He again complete blockhead, but adorable.
Just a legend, meathead legend.
Exactly, and hey, someone's got to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, it's a sports show. Again, another reason I love that, not just that character, but it's the whole show's just kind of based around like this college football team. And obviously, as a sports fan, it's like, oh, I mean, I'm already in. So that Castle. Who's your number 2?
Number 2 is Rocky Balboa.
Dude, yes. Oh my goodness.
Just it's the movie is classic. Well, the 8 movies or whatever it is they're all classic. But it's just he's such a fun character. Like the guy is like a complete moron. He seems like, at least. But he's so lovable. Yeah. He's just like so tender at times. He's got the emotions. He wears them on his sleeve. And it's good stuff. And he'll beat the crap out of somebody.
No, that's the funny thing about Rocky. I feel like Rocky is so like he's such in like the culture of like America and like in the media that I forget that he's not real. Like he's so
you're not wrong.
Yeah, like it's Rocky. Like and Sylvester Stallone, like to his credit, is just no, you're Rocky. Like,
he is Rocky. He wrote the movies.
Exactly.
Because nobody would give him an acting job. Yeah. So he wrote his own movie and produced his own movie. So he could be the star.
I would say, which is so Rocky.
Now he's a legend.
Yeah. Rocky's so Rocky. Oh, gosh.
Truly.
No, that's a good one. Again, that was another, I feel bad saying it was another honorable mention. And like, well, it's just, gosh, I feel bad. I'm sorry.
My list gets a little more diverse. I just like, those were top 2s for more reasons than just being like my personal favorites. Those are like cinematic masterpieces.
Yeah.
And like fictional, unbelievable athletes. And so like they just top my list because of those reasons more than straight my favorites. So the rest of my list gets a little more diverse.
No, that's good. And I guess another Forrest Gump thought, I like I forget that it's played by Tom Hanks. And it's weird because it's one of those things where he is like America's actor.
Yeah.
But like in that role, since the actual character of Forrest Gump's doing so much, I forget, it's Tom Hanks playing Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
No, it's just Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe that's a credit to him.
Yeah, he was so someone else that you forget it was even him.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Impressive.
Let's see. 3. My number 3. Okay, so kind of a cheat one a little bit, but my favorite movie. What is it?
Your favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I feel like you know what it is.
I haven't been tested with this in a while. I could have named it like a year ago.
Yeah.
But at this point I've forgotten.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 3 hints.
Okay.
So Disney.
Okay.
It is about, let's see, a family. And it's trying to think of another good hint.
I think that's every Disney movie so far.
Yeah. Just imagine a dog. No.
What is it? Ohana means family, right?
Yeah.
Could be Lilo and Stitch.
You got it. No, it is okay. Yeah. Disney family animated.
The Incredibles.
Yes, dude. Nice. So I went with Dash from The Incredibles. That's my number 3. So again, not an athlete for a long time, but he obviously has a race at the end where he could have smoked everybody, but you know.
I love that he's just staring in the stands the whole race too. He's like, faster, slower? What do you think? What do you think? A little faster? Speed up? Oh, yeah. Okay. Slow down? Oh, all right.
But so if I could have a superpower, if I could choose one, it would definitely be to run, to just have super speed. Just because like I feel like running is so universal. And it's like such like in the human soul, you know what I mean? That like I just wish I could.
I just want to be able to catch up to a cheetah and tackle it.
Yeah. just
Joke's on you, son.
Yeah. You think you're fast?
He's
you don't even know fast.
Cheetah's so confused.
Yeah.
He's like, how'd that happen?
Yeah. But
bamboozled.
I've been tricked. I've been embarrassed. But no, I went with Dash from The Incredibles. Again, like my favorite movie and one of my favorite characters, and it's just such a cool power set. Honestly, I wish I could run super fast.
Pretty cool.
Which again, like, kind of limited at the end of the day. You know,
runs on the water. Pretty cool.
Yeah, runs on the water.
It's so cool.
On the water.
So cool.
So cool. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was my number 3. What about you?
My number 3, and so sort of like you've been saying, these are kind of cheats. This one is my biggest cheat. Not really an athlete, but an athlete in my heart. Rod Kimball from Hot Rod.
Ooh.
He's a stuntman, which stuntmen are athletes, right?
Absolutely.
So he's out here doing stuntman stuff. Hot Rod's my favorite movie. I don't know. This one is just, it's so funny to me.
Yeah. No, Hot Rod it's one of those movies where like these will come out every once in a while where the critics hate it, but people love it. And it's like, the critics are obviously wrong because Hot Rod's amazing, right? Like,
so funny.
It's got a little romance in there, got a little family drama in there, got a inspiring.
You're pretty.
Yeah.
What? Good night, Denise.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's just so good. It's so good.
Babe, white. Babe, no, babe. It's also a good movie too because like there's so many stars in it where it's like, oh yeah, all these people are, I guess at the time weren't as big, but like all these people are huge. So it's like it's kind of weird that they got it made at the time they did. But no, that's a good pick.
Ancestors protect me.
May they protect you. Gods of war. May your hammer be mighty.
So good.
It's perfect. And again, so quotable. So just, oh my goodness, that's amazing. No, that's a good pick. I wouldn't have thought of that one. That's good.
Kind of a cheat.
No, I feel it. So this one's actually a pure sports movie, but I'm going Chaz Michael, Will Ferrell's character in Blades of Glory.
Yes.
There was a time when I was probably between like 9 and 11 where I was addicted to this movie where I don't care. I don't know a lick about figure skating. I don't care a single thing about the sport, but I just thought this movie was so funny. I thought they nailed it.
What was the name of the trick?
The Iron Loudest, man.
You do it wrong?
Yeah.
Cuts off his head.
Yeah. I watched the movie 2 weeks ago. So when I say 9 to 11, I mean 9 to now.
Right this moment.
Yeah. No, I again rewatched that movie. I thought like, oh, this is gonna look stupid and whatever, and some of the what. No, I still was it. Yeah, I pretty much watched it all the way. I picked it up like
So
midway
funny.
through, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna actually go back onto on demand on my cable setup and watch the thing from the top. So, really good time, and again, really endearing. You know, at the end of the day, not only do they win, but they get things done emotionally, and it's a funny backstory and good characters, and just a good movie overall. But yeah, Michael stole the scene for me, stole the movie, stole my heart, low key. So that's my number 4.
I love that.
Will you?
Number 4 is the true hero of Friday Night Lights,
Yes.
Tim Riggins.
Let's go.
I love Tim Riggins.
Yeah.
Tim Riggins can do no wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, at the beginning of the show, complete scumbag. I don't think there's a Tim Riggins in the Friday Night Lights movie. Am I correct about that?
I don't remember his character in it, honestly.
So obviously,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the TV show.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Beginning-
better, but
Oh, yeah. Better, longer, a lot more stuff,
mm-hmm.
a lot better stuff.
Mm.
But beginning of the series, complete scumbag. You have to hate him, but you love to hate him
Oh,
because he's just so cool.
I know.
He's just so cool.
He always say,
And then by the end of the show, he really is so cool.
Yeah.
He's just so cool. So just complete legend, stud of an athlete. I was always confused. Like so his teammates around him were always so good. And like, he was just as good, if not better at what he did.
Mhm.
Right. And they were all talking about going to Bama and going to these crazy places to play football. And like, he never got a scholarship. And he got like one weird scholarship to like one D2 school or something. And I was like so confused. I'm like, was he not like the star of the team?
Yeah.
Like, he's better than some other people on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's beside the point.
Dude, I'll never forget.
One of my favorites.
So I watched the show like growing up, just like actually on TV, but I'll never forget. I lived 2 floors above or 4 floors above Nick in college, and I walked down there to
Think you're better than me? Because you lived higher in the air?
Hey, they put me high in the air. I'm sorry, I might be better than you. So
Was it 702?
yeah, man, never forget 702.
Mm.
Shout out to Northwest Missouri. Shout out to Northwest, where we
Northwestern Missouri State College.
yeah, or as at every Christian conference we ever went to. North College, Northwest College.
Is that supposed to be us?
Yeah.
Are they talking about us? Wait a minute.
Guys,
Is this play about us?
yeah.
Is that a TikTok audio?
Yeah. Which I'm actually going to reference a character in that for that show. But
Perfect.
what was I going to say? No, but I'll never forget going down to 313. Everybody won the 313.
The 13, baby.
And opening that door, actually knocking on that door because I didn't have keys for whatever reason, even though they were like my best friends, but whatever.
Sorry, I can't print a university key.
Okay, but you could have tried.
Yeah, I didn't try.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't even think of it.
I gave you guys keys, and okay, I didn't give them keys, but
No,
don't tell them that.
I had no key. I went to your room like twice.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And your baseball playing roommate was probably sleeping on his bed.
Yeah.
Maybe looked at me funny.
Who are these guys?
Oh, what's up, Alec?
Yeah.
Sorry to bother, dude.
Nice remembrance of the name, dude. Respect. But yeah, I would go down 4 floors, 4 long
4
floors.
floors and 7 years ago. It probably was about 7 years ago, was it not?
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
Anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
4 floors. You go down them.
No, you're good. Yeah, I walked down there, and this is probably like near the end of fall semester. Maybe this might have been spring semester. But I'd knock on that door, and I'd see our big friend Austin, and you watching watching Friday Night Lights. And oh man, I remember
Drinking some sweet tea.
the funny thing was like it went from like when I first saw that y'all were watching, it was like, oh, let's go Friday Night Lights, to oh, you guys watching Friday Night Lights again. And like the next time I went, oh, you're watching it again. Like, oh, you're almost done.
I went through that show so fast. It was just so good. For a while I was trying to watch it with my roommate Brian, and his schedule just wouldn't match up. And he had this new girlfriend, and so he was busy a lot. And
Yeah.
I was not busy at all ever. And so I just went ahead and just got ahead of him, and I was like, sorry, dude. I'm watching tonight. If you're gonna be around, you can watch with me. But
Yeah.
this is probably a season past what you saw last. So best of luck keeping up.
No, but no, I was so glad when y'all got into that show. And again, it deserves everyone's time. everything about it is just so well done, and it still feels like, again, it's a little outdated, like since it's like what, mid 2000s or something like that, but it still feels so good, and it's just like it's high school football. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't
it'll always be relevant.
exactly.
Parts of it will always be relevant. Well, most of it will always be relevant.
Getting a little trouble as
Social issues, it's all good. It's so good. I want to watch that show again. I've already seen it like 3 times at this point. It's so good.
My number 5, which he's not even technically my true number 5, but I feel like it's a good, because we both love this person. So again, a bit of a cheat answer, but we do see him play basketball, so similar to like a gym answer. But I'm going with the crazy kid Billy from Stranger Things.
Yes.
We only get like a couple basketball scenes with him.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. It's funny too. Like I was doing a rewatch, just like of like just his scenes. Honestly, I was like, I'll do a Stranger Things.
No reason.
Yeah,
not like no reason. Just stumbled upon it. I didn't look it up or anything. Right. Right, Jonathan. Right. Yeah, dude. Me too.
But I even like. I went back to watch and I was like, oh, he's a lot worse than I remember, but he's so bad. He's
a terrible person.
Psychopath. Absolutely.
Oh, completely. Through.
Yeah. But man, again, so cool. Can't do anything wrong. Perfect haircut. He's
so cool.
His intro with his sister, I think in this first episode of the second season,
he's just like cruising.
Oh my goodness. So cool. Jeez.
I want that car so bad.
I know. And like, Nick and I both joke about a bunch of time about like his horrible dad and like just how that even adds on top of it. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
No, but Billy from
what a weird character though.
I know. And they just kill him off in the third one. I was like, I get it, but god dang, man.
That don't hurt. And he did it all in the spirit of saving his sister.
I know. That was beautiful.
Just kind of a beautiful poetic end to it, which made him even cooler.
I know. It's like, yeah, he gets to be like the horrible person, then he gets to be the hero.
Yeah, he gets to go out as just like the legend.
Yeah.
What a guy.
And then he gets to be the hero. Have you ever seen that clip of it's Jimmy Fox doing an impression of Quentin Tarantino talking to him?
No.
I'm gonna find this and send it to you.
I love Jamie Foxx.
But he's doing an impression. He's talking about how like Quentin Tarantino like directed him on the film for Django, and I'm not gonna take the time to actually do like the impression because I would just do it wrong, but not do it injustice, just do it wrong, But
I wouldn't do it poorly. I would just not do it right.
I'm just gonna send this to your phone. This is still all going to the pod, by the way. This is just a little TCOB, taking care of business.
Somebody's got to.
Taking care of business.
I'm always on the clock, so right now I'm actually at work.
I'm at work. Okay.
That's not true. I'm not at work.
Let's see. No, I just sent it to your phone, but basically it's like
I'll have to look at it on my phone.
Thank you. I mean, or you can look on your computer.
I might forward it to my email.
That's a good idea. It's probably better.
Watch it on the computer.
Oh, you just got it.
Oh, yeah. Came through.
Who's Jonathan? Who's that dude?
It's the mistress. Okay. I'm the mistress.
Now I'm thinking about that episode where like Michael's like, she doesn't. I'll show her a normal picture, then I'll show her a picture that'll make her horny, and
before too long,
a picture of me.
She's gonna just not know anything except for the fact that she's horny.
Yeah, this is where I go to be alone with my thoughts. Oh, who took the picture? Oh, Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah. I've never taken anyone there.
Yeah, I've never taken it.
Who took the picture? Oh, Ryan.
Ryan. Oh my goodness.
I don't care if he killed his whole family.
I don't. Ryan cost his company hundreds of thousands. I don't care if Ryan.
Clearly, this is like a situation near and dear to our hearts because we talked about this last podcast.
Yeah, we did.
So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Anyway, what was your number 5?
My number 5 was Billy. So, okay. What about you?
My number 5, and I've only seen this movie one time, and it kind of shames me to say that. And to be honest, I don't even remember the character that well. I just remember that he existed, and the fact that he existed put him in my top 5 because I loved who he was. But I think his name is Switowski.
Okay.
Anyway, he's the big dude who's just so lovable, and like they're like doing the tryouts. This is The Longest Yard.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah.
They're doing the tryouts. And he's the one that like tackles straight through the bag and breaks the whole thing. And he's like, I broke it in your toy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Dude, that movie is underrated. It's low key maybe the best Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Could be.
maybe. So
There's an argument to be made.
just saying. No, but dude, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
And like that character, so played by Bob Sapp, who was a former like, crime fighter.
Yes. Stud.
I'm about to say, just freaking nature of a person.
Completely.
Yeah, but no, that character like kind of like had some scene stealing moments, and no, that's a good pick. I would have.
He was just so fun. I
Yeah.
I like remembered it, and I was like, yes, that's the guy.
Well, it's funny. 'Cause I was thinking about The Longest Yard too. I was like, but I didn't know which character to pick.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like
There's
Nelly.
a lot.
Yeah, like Adam Sandler, Nelly, you can go that.
Yep.
Satowski.
Who's the super big dude
Oh, I forgot.
that they got him out of solitary?
I forgot the character's name. But yeah, that guy.
It's like Tarko or something like that.
Mhm. There's got Michael Irvin in there. You got Goldberg. No, about a bunch of people. Okay, so we're just gonna talk about some honorable mentions here. We can kind of work through these. This is a bit. So the way this movie is made is a sports movie, but it's not about sports. Did you ever see Whiplash? It's like about the drummer.
No.
So the not the coach, but essentially the coach,
Mm.
the lead instructor, played by J.K. Simmons, named Fletcher. He's just the worst person in the world. Honestly, we probably need to watch it together because it's just. I think you'll find him so funny. Like I do.
Sounds fun.
But there's a line in there, like probably the most quotable line in there. But he's like, the two worst words in the English language are "good job," and like just has
Ooh.
stuff like that where it's like he just keeps pushing and pushing.
Ooh.
Again, he's just a mean coach, essentially.
I love that.
And the way they frame it, but he's so funny. Let's see. I got Rod Tidwell from Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
That's played by the incomparable Cuba Gooding Jr.
Mm. Beautiful man.
He is. Honestly, this is like the peak of his career, low key. It's like this in radio. It's like everything else is like, but you know.
And then he did OJ, which
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, honestly, probably did a great portrayal. OJ's kind of a weirdo. So.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah. So I guess, so there's that one. So the show that you like, is this playing about us? That's from the show Euphoria. The
I haven't seen that show.
It's not that good.
Really?
It's just dramatic, honestly.
I hear a lot of good things.
It's shot very well. It's very stylistic, but that's also kind of the reason I don't like it.
So that is shot very well. Does that mean it's just shot weird?
A little bit. Like they just do some.
There's a lot of like angles that you're like, why'd they put the camera in the ground?
Yeah. Like
why is this a drone shot?
Yeah.
Why is this shot from like the guy's armpit?
Well, it'll be like that. Or it'll be like at the end of season 1, they have like an 11-minute shot of just like a girl like running through like this like this whole dance number, and I'm like, what? I just want to put some information on the frame. Like I just want to watch a show. Like what's happening with her mom? What's happening with her sister? Like
doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like
this
we gotta
is
dance.
not about that.
Yeah,
it's about the dance.
And so. It can just be like hyper stylistic sometimes where I'm like, okay, I just want to watch like what happens with the character.
So I have an interruption.
Go for it.
Okay. So I was listening to the Office Ladies podcast. Can't Stop Myself. Great podcast. But they were talking to BJ Novak, who's a genius in every aspect. But he was talking about some advice that he got to be a great director. And the guy, I don't remember who he said told it to him. Somebody who I assume was a director. But he said, every time you get the chance to direct, you shoot everything normal. Everything how you kind of think it should be. And then you take one shot that just doesn't really fit with everything else. And you just slide it in there. And as soon as somebody sees it, they're going to say, that was a great director. That was a great director. Because there's that one shot that stands out. And it just like kind of sets it apart. And, and I don't know. And he was like, I took that advice the first time I directed on The Office. And like the next day I got the call from NBC and they were like, we just love that. You're just a great director. This is a great shot. And
Bro,
they named the shot that he picked. It was so funny to me.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so that's just fun shots.
No, that just like that feels like such like Hollywood. Like, oh wow, like look how he did that. But it's just like, yeah, I was literally goofing. Like that wasn't really.
Yeah, and then Jenna Fisher was like kind of riffing off of that, and she was like, yeah, I got the same like similar advice as like an actress. And they're like, when you're doing your audition, wait on one line. Like you're delivering your lines, and maybe there's one line, and you just take a pause and you just let the moment soak for a second.
Ooh.
and then you deliver that line.
That's good.
And she was like, I still do that to this day on auditions, and I've gotten so many roles, and they always like comment on that when I get them. So I thought it was so funny.
And the Emmy goes to Jenna Fisher. Like, no, I kind of love
All
that.
for the pause.
Yeah, just tweak it. You know,
you gotta set yourself apart.
Yeah, we are setting ourselves apart by this podcast. Like,
and this is how you do that.
Yeah, this is how you
do it.
See, what you do is have a normal podcast, and then in the middle of it. All right, that's all staying in there, by the way.
It's good stuff.
But the character from that is Nick Jacobs. Bro, I gotta show you some clips. Actually, I'm gonna send you after this. I got another video to send you. I'm just gonna do it right now. Who cares?
I'm gonna have a whole movie to watch.
But his intro. Actually, I might even let you just use my HBO Max to watch it because his intro.
Don't let me in on stuff like that. I'm never giving it back. You're gonna have to change that password.
I gotta change the password weekly. I don't know.
HBO Max. I got Disney Plus. I got Hulu. I got Netflix, and I don't pay for a single one of them.
Got my cousin's Amazon Prime. But no, his intro is just I think you'll just like his character because he's just an alpha. He's just he's a bruv. Like he's
gotta love it.
You know, and he's a psychopath, but he's awesome. But he's a quarterback for like the high school team that they all go to. And you don't get a bunch of football scenes, but he's a beast. But at the same time, it's like one of those things where he actually doesn't really care about it that much, but he just does it because he gets to be like a leader and just in charge of people. So it's like a whole psycho kind of thing going on.
Good for him.
But he's probably
gonna kill somebody, but great guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. Like I already said, unfortunately, I put Rocky on here. I feel so ashamed. Honestly,
yeah, it's kind of dirty.
I feel so good. You know what I mean? But also Rocky, like low key, is probably the most approachable impression of like a celebrity. Like because everyone could just kind of do like Adrian, like everybody could kind of do that. You know, it's for everybody.
There's a lot of like relatable stuff in Rocky. Like the character, there's so many like relatable things because you see so much of him. That like there's something for everybody, right? And then, like you said, like it's kind of easy to impersonate. So like it's perfect because like gets people talking about it, gets people doing it.
Yeah, makes me want to like buy a jump rope, like rough.
Makes me want to run up some stairs, put my hands in the air. You know what I mean?
There is no tomorrow, Rock. There is no tomorrow.
Makes me want to beat up a Russian. Yeah. It's not the only thing, but
yeah,
it is one of the things.
I'm just saying. Let's see. Did you ever watch Kicking and Screaming?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the Italians?
Yeah, so the Italians
That's
win.
hilarious. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Love those characters. Again.
Pass it to the Italians. Just pass it to the Italians.
Yeah. Meat comes first. Oh yeah, yeah. Totally.
And there's just some dramatic action shots of them like doing some magic.
I know.
You're like, what's happening?
Yeah. Well, gosh. Well, it's funny now. I was like a soccer, so I didn't grow up playing soccer or nothing like that. But basically, Nick and his friends got me into it, and it's kind of funny. Like as a soccer fan now, and a semi-casual player, like it's just fun to watch. Just one touch, a little rainbow,
it's so funny.
Just a little bit of everything. But again, another underrated Will Ferrell performance, arguably the best of his career. Truly has to kind of be different characters.
I feel like it gets completely forgotten.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also don't know who make it because I don't who made that movie, but like I don't think it's a Disney movie.
Tarantino? I don't know.
Yeah. The Tarantino version. He had a 20-hour cut.
The Italians were actually mob bosses and they killed kids in their free time.
Yeah.
Whoa. Took a twist.
Now we're shot just on their feet, just
he kicks the ball, goalie's head explodes. Yeah. It's good stuff.
Boom, boom.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, Sam Jackson's like, what the hell?
And then like the dramatic like pans to the coach and he's like, looks like we'll need a backup.
Yeah. Get it there.
Honestly, I think we could shoot it.
Honestly,
that sounds good.
So it's like Kicking and Screaming. Like, are you talking about that one like Will Ferrell movie from like 2003? Yeah, but like
right. Hear me out.
It's like what Tarantino did it. You know what I mean? So it's like boom, like slow shot, like coming down.
When Tarantino thinks like the soccer ball gets shot, he thinks like shooting. You know what I mean? Like somebody's like there's a shooting.
Yeah. So all the kids, you know what I mean? Like in the beginning, they're just like boom, bow, bow,
bang,
boom. Bang. You know what I mean? And so then this other guy walks out who like he has like a briefcase, but
preferably Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's like, well.
That's so good. Oh, that's funny.
Who the heck is coming on my my goddamn soccer field? But
I mean, I'd watch it.
I mean, come on,
It writes itself.
It's like it's right there, guys.
I mean, it's already written actually, but
Yeah, we have a screenplay.
it's an
Okay.
interpretation.
I had honorable mention Adonis Creed.
Yeah,
Just because I mean, who
I didn't write him in my honorable mentions, but I did think about him as an honorable mention.
you know, I mean, who doesn't love Michael B. Jordan?
Truly.
So that was just an easy one. On
Just a gorgeous individual.
there. Perfect man, honestly. Low key, I didn't really like the second one that much. Like, it was fine, but it just wasn't like,
Yeah, I can get behind that.
yeah, and like,
Tough. It's kind of a hot take, kind of a hard take.
yeah, like I don't want to say it.
I'm not proud of it.
Yeah,
I wish I liked it.
yeah,
I wanted to. I went in with my hopes. Maybe that was the main problem.
exactly. Like I love Michael B. Jordan. I want to like him, but
The hopes were too high.
truly,
Could be it.
this is a really kind of inside baseball little one, but I was trying to think.
Benny the Jet.
I say Benny Jet Rodriguez. I mean, that was when I was looking at like lists for like fictional characters. That was
Same.
like,
Yeah, he was like top 2 on
Yeah.
like every list.
So I get it, you know, gorgeous.
Yeah,
man.
pretty cool, but
hmm
I don't know.
Yeah. But I was thinking about, gosh, so
Amelia Earhart.
bro, that's my girl, Amelia.
That's what you're thinking about, right?
Millie.
Trying to read your mind. You were thinking about Albert Einstein.
The
He was a fictional athlete, right?
yeah, he ain't real, right?
Honestly, I wonder at times. I don't know. I wasn't around
No
at
one's
that time.
no one's tongue's that big, right?
Yeah. Nobody's hair that crazy.
Yeah. But I was trying,
Nobody's that white.
yeah, bro, life ain't in black and white. How do you nobody think about that?
There's got to be a lyric in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's white, but they're also black and white.
Yeah, like Albert Einstein or something.
Or Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's white, but he's also black and white.
A white man in black and white, or a white man in a black and white photo. I'm talking. I don't know. We'll work it through. Okay.
There's a sick bar there though.
Yeah. We afraid of the white man because the black and whites. And you can do like a race kind of thing where it's like,
Right, yeah, I'm thinking it's a photo of black and white people in black and white.
yeah, the white man and the black man and the black and white photos.
Maybe he's even wearing black and white.
Ooh, okay, a little framing there. Yeah.
So you got 3 parts just to the photo
Mm-hmm.
before you even get into really the black and whites.
So is the black guy wearing the white or the
Ooh, maybe the black guy's wearing white and the white guy's wearing black.
the black man and the white and the white man in gosh, the black man in the white and white man in the black. Okay. You were like
I just need to call J. Cole, really.
Uh-huh.
Ring, ring, hello? You know what I mean?
It's cold.
I'm gonna buzz him.
Cold world. Oh,
He could figure it out for me.
oh, absolutely. If he was right here.
He'd make it beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would listen to it for years.
Put on the next album.
Forest Hills Drive.
Hey man, this is from my friend Nick. Shout out to KC. Oh, the black man.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah. Don't say
I
what.
think I sounded more like Jay-Z in that than I did J. Cole. Charlotte. New York.
Yes, you know it. What's that one you sent me once? Hey, can I get 10-piece chicken nuggets?
So stupid.
Oh gosh. Let me get a biscuit. I forgot what he said.
So funny.
Oh gosh. That's another one where it's like I feel like everyone's kind of like 3 steps away from a really good Jay-Z impression because just like
That's
you just
true.
gotta get up here like
Yeah.
Beyonce. it's just close. We're close. Just gotta turn the corner.
You just have to hear him talk one time
Mm-hmm.
and then forget about it and then try to talk like him 4 different times. And by one of those points, you're going to get it.
Yeah. Like, can I get gosh, Hove? I don't know. I feel like I don't have like enough bass in my voice. Like Hove. I sound like I'm from like Delaware. Come over here. He's doing homework.
I can do Jay-Z, but only if he's from Ireland.
Yeah.
So
My name's Hove.
American Jay-Z, I have no impression.
Yeah.
Just Irish Jay-Z.
It's your boy from Dublin. Gosh. No, but I'm a big superhero fan. And my favorite superhero behind the Flash is probably Superman. I think he's a beast. And I always feel like he gets so disrespected. Like,
So is this a fictional athlete? Honorable mention?
yeah.
Okay. So Superman?
Yeah. So,
Is your fictional athlete honorable mention?
But it's from Clark Kent from Smallville. So the 2000 show. Somebody save me. But like,
gorgeous man.
I know Tom
My
Welling.
first man crush. My first man crush.
Tom Welling. I mean, look at him. Just
gorgeous.
Star of Cheaper by the Dozen as well.
And in the show, from small town Kansas.
Yay. What to say?
Right nearby.
Chief, I'm from Kansas. I mean, like, no, but in that show, he was a quarterback for the Smallville high school team for a little bit. And hey, strongest arm in Kansas, brother. And there was a game.
He also took a shot to the chest and never fell down.
Yeah. There was a game where he threw a touchdown pass, but like while the ball was in the air, he sprinted to the locker room, saved his best friend Chloe, and then sprinted out and was like in the same place.
And like nobody noticed.
And nobody noticed. He's like, and I remember like Lex Luthor in the show was like, how does the guy with the strongest arm in all of Kansas, pull this off? Or like just kind of like something like that. Where he's like, I don't know, just
the real question is, what was Lex Luthor doing caring about a kid from a small town in Kansas?
Well, in the show, they framed it as like they were friends, like kind of like.
Where's Lex Luthor from?
Well, they're saying he's like from the same area because like Metropolis is based like KC.
So you're telling me that like the biggest billionaire in the world, who's also a supervillain, is from like KCK? Come on now, that's a
well, yeah.
that feels more fake than Superman himself.
He's from Lawrence.
It's like.
I'll buy that.
Definitely from San Francisco or LA, New York. He's not from. He's not.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not from here.
Yeah, he's not.
That feels more far fetched than getting shot in the eye and have the bullet crumple on your eye.
Yeah, and I saw that.
I believe that one.
Yeah,
Lex Luthor being from Kansas. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. That's actually a good point about the show. Kind of ruined the show for me.
Yeah. On the bluff, and like he owns a yacht. Like how often is he using that yacht? Right.
Well, the thing is, I guess in the show, like his dad has a bunch of money and he's trying to like build his own thing and he's trying to like fight his evil within him, but he's obviously takes over and he's evil at the end or whatever. But I had that Smallville.
That's a good honorable mention. That's fun. Superman playing quarterback.
Amen.
Not even something I thought about.
Because I was trying to think like, is there any like good Batman things where they do like high school Batman where he's like an athlete, but they don't. Dude,
is there any Spider-Man ones?
Dude, or
is he just a nerd through and through?
I think he's just a nerd through and through because like I'm trying to put Tobey Maguire in everything we do.
Yeah.
But and again, I could have done Seabiscuit for this one with Toby, but I'm like, also Seabiscuit is real, so it's like I don't know. But no, that's a funny thing I was thinking about recently because there's that line in Captain America: Civil War where they meet Spider-Man for the first time. He's like, well, I want to play football, but I can't because I have superpowers kind of thing. I'm like, man, that'd be kind of cool if they did like a freshman year, like Tom Holland Spider-Man where like he's a football player and like one day he sucks because then he gets bit by the spider. Then like comes back later, he's like, oh, he's the star quarterback.
That'd be hilarious.
But I'm like, they probably won't do that because they're lame. And
that would be kind of fun though.
Exactly.
It would be like kind of a Captain America situation where it's like a boot camp. Like he clearly doesn't fit in here.
Yeah.
But then maybe he's got the intangibles, got that brain in him, He's like, I don't need to climb up to the flag on the flagpole. I just need to take the pin out, man. Just pick it up off the ground.
Ride back with my girl Peggy, and spit some game.
My future past girl Peggy.
Yeah, my future kind of stole her, but went back in the past and then like fell in love with her again, and for some reason she still liked me. But yeah, like Peggy,
Even though I think she only liked me for my muscles, but she liked me before my muscles.
Yeah, sort of.
Knowing that I was going to get them later.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
I'm gonna say kind of loaded,
It's a really loaded role.
Yeah, we only hung out like twice, and it was like during a war, so it wasn't really romantic. But hey, I love her.
It's more just stressful love.
Yeah,
like it was a situation that they just all felt they needed somebody.
That was the 40s. You just gotta
you get a woman, you just find one.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what they look like, who they are.
No,
and then you get a job, and you work that job until you die.
Amen. On your side of town.
On your side of town, son. It's true.
I don't know where you found her.
It's very true, and nobody else does either because she was just around and she was doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, dear me, putting on my powder makeup or something.
Yeah.
I had, let's see, Forrest Gump. That was another honorable mention. I'm sorry, Forrest. I feel bad.
I think you need to write Tom Hanks an apology letter.
I probably should. 1,000 words.
Just send it to him.
Arial
MLA format.
Yeah.
Just knock it out like it's an actual assignment.
Yeah.
And just send it on.
So also including anytime I can fit either Tobey Maguire or Tom Cruise onto this list, or onto any list we do, I will. Honestly, Tom Cruise might be my favorite actor.
Really?
Which, in a strange, like, I say Tom Hardy to sound more artsy, but like in terms of Tom Cruise, I don't know, I love superstars. You know what I mean? Like,
Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite,
bro.
And like, I don't necessarily want him to be, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
He is pretty cool.
There's a reason he's the
I
best.
would pick somebody like a little more out there if I could, but like,
I Camille Hirsch.
It's just who I love.
Yeah.
I just can't help it. Like, oh, is Leo in this movie? All right, I'm watching it.
Check it out.
Which he's done 1,000 movies, so.
He's the best. Another one. So yeah, this is my just shoving in Tom Cruise there because this movie isn't good. I watched Days of Thunder recently. It's like basically Tom Cruise, like this guy who like is new into NASCAR, and he's not good. Like it's not a good, it's not a good movie at all. Like it's kind of boring and it's really all over the place and it starts kind of weird.
So it's probably like written by Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's just like he's just like, I just want to get in a car and just drive, and just like that's probably what he was doing. Like just convinced the studio, I guess it was Bruckheimer and Simpson, to just be like, yeah, I just want to get in a car and drive.
All right, we'll let you do it.
Yeah.
You have your license, right?
Yeah. Whose car are we taking?
Like, actually, I have a license for everything.
Yeah.
Of course you do, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. He's like, well, do you need a boat or a helicopter?
Have you seen that clip where he's like, somebody asks him like, what license does he not have?
Yeah.
And he like starts naming what he does have. You seen that?
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
He's the best.
He's like, well, I got my pilot's license and for several different planes, helicopter, boat, even got my real estate license.
Yeah, he was a real estate. He just throw that one in there.
So funny, so good.
What are you doing with the real estate license, man? Cool.
He can drive the market up. You know what I mean? Shoot, Tom Cruise.
The next one I had, because I just watched the movie recently and I thought it was kind of crazy just how much like they did this, but like, so it was Brendan Fraser's character in School Ties. So in that one he's like a quarterback, but it's like old school. So it's like, I think it takes place in maybe the 40s or 50s. So it's like T formation kind of football. So it's just like he's right under center and like there's like three running backs behind him. It's just like kind of that stuff. And he's like the best. He's their quarterback, but he only throws the ball like twice, which I mean, that's good football right there.
That is some good football. That's some hard-nosed football.
Exactly. And like they win their game like 14-7 and it's just like, and
some Redcut stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like that.
That's awesome.
My goodness. But I mean, it's just young Brendan Fraser who is just so good looking and just classic Hollywood look. So the movie's about like a bunch of so he's Jewish, but he has to like hide it, and then like he decides, I shouldn't hide it.
What year was it?
It was supposed to be like the 40s or 50s.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was actually, which I didn't realize that. It was like, dang, like they were anti-Jew.
Yeah.
They made a whole movie about it like that. So no, but I had that. Let's see. I'm gonna run through the rest of these. Okay, you're actually gonna love this one. So again, going back to the football scenes, this movie is actually pretty decent. But given its whole package and how quotable it is, the quarterback from Division 3, because I was thinking about like some of the football scenes. I was like, actually, those weren't half bad. But everybody knows who stole the show, which is the coach. Go every time.
If you haven't seen that movie, it is not. It is worth your time.
It's the perfect movie. I mean, it's the perfect comedy. Sorry.
It's a terrible movie. Completely trash movie, but so funny.
So others may every time. Oh my goodness.
Go every time. So others may. What do we talk? What is this? Where am I at? Go every time. So others may. Every time. Get some, everybody.
Get some. Yeah.
What is happening here? It's so funny.
Oh my goodness. No, it's again, that was like, I feel like it's not even a cult classic anymore. Because I feel like a lot of people, like a bunch, obviously it's like
I don't think I've met someone other than the people that I have watched it with that have seen it. Like I've asked more people than I would be proud to say that I've asked. And they're all like, no, I've never seen that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you should check it out. It's funny.
You have to talk about it like it's like you're like run a speakeasy in the 20s. It's like, hey, you want to stop by, for maybe a cup of water or two? It's like, are you talking? No, I'm good. Oh yeah. No, I mean,
right? Yeah, no, nothing.
Cool.
Nothing.
No, but Division 3, again, underrated football scenes, but obviously the coach is the best part of the movie.
Bobby.
Yeah, Jesus,
loves football. Had his own team, the Disciples,
and they did.
They could have played against them Roman soldiers. And they did.
And Moses. When he crossed that.
Everybody in the whole locker room jumps.
Yeah.
I'm French Irish. Anyway.
All right. So my last honorable mention, and this is just like because I love underground British fighting, but Sherlock Holmes from like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. Because like there's only one scene where like he's like, but he beats up people the whole movie. But it's like the whole does like the right cross, boom, discombobulate, boom, and like the whole thing.
He's calculating it all.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
It's like fractured ribs, broken jaw, recovery 3 weeks. You know, just the whole thing. So
essentially Iron Man.
yeah, he just does British Iron Man.
Just a British Iron Man. No suit, British Iron Man.
Yeah.
Same guy.
But those are all of my honorable mentions. What you got, Nick, man? Go for it.
So 2 of my honorable mentions, and I feel like an idiot, but they're both from Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I love it. Jason Street.
I was hoping you say Jason Street.
Legend of an athlete, even though it was only for about one scene that he was actually an athlete, unless you count the wheelchair basketball, which he was insane at. And then Brian Smash Williams.
Yeah.
He's just such a personality and apparently a legend of football, even though he couldn't quite get his life together. But turned out to be a great coach, right? I think he comes back and like coaches.
That sounds right.
He coaches and he like trains and like goes back in and has some more tryouts. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, great athlete. He scored like at least 15 touchdowns a game. So seemed pretty unrealistic, but it was pretty cool. Then we got Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher, yes.
Had to name him.
No, Bobby Boucher is probably the best pure linebacker ever, like in movie history. So, and again, like unstoppable. I was
too old.
I was gonna put him on the list. I was like, oh,
yeah. Gosh. And then not really an athlete, but there's an argument to be made for NASCAR. Ricky Bobby.
Ricky, yeah.
So you had to make the list somewhere.
No, I agree.
Honorable mention.
That's a good part. That's a good spot for it. And like, I feel like again, kind of feel like for like it's because it feels like a very quotable, like, oh, this will stick around forever. But I feel like it's like kind of losing its.
It might be.
Which I was thinking about this. I was talking to my brother recently. I was talking to my older brother recently, where
my little cousin. That's my little brother.
Yeah, silver ball. Very few.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. I guess you're kind of mean about that one.
That's the weirdest references.
I was about to say, I was about to call us something else. This podcast does not support the views of the video that we are not talking about. Wink. So
truly, that is very true.
Where are we going at? What are we talking about? No, we're talking about Bobby Boucher, then Ricky Bobby. Yeah.
Yep. Talladega Nights.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this, where it's like I feel like because of the internet and like because of streaming and everything like that, like there's less of like those cultural staples of like in terms of like media, because it's
in
like,
terms of anything.
Yeah.
Because there's such a wide variety of everything that you can't have popular classics of anything.
Yeah. Like, and like things are just getting flushed out and flushed in so fast. Like
music is so different than it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's a good point. Like there's no, obviously like I don't know, take Kendrick's last 3 albums. They're all legendary or whatever, but like, I feel like they don't, like, I mean, people still talk about the Thriller album, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, and stuff like that. I just feel like there's less like cultural, like,
there's like
moments.
There's some stuff that will stick and that has stuck, but I feel like there's far less. Forest Hills Drive will always be around.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, it still gets sampled and like just cut up, you know. On this,
but like that's like one of, I mean, maybe like the only album that I can think of that will make like The Incredible True Story, Logic.
Yeah.
For a section of people that will stick forever.
Yeah. For a subset, you know.
But like, there's not very many albums that like I feel are popular, like stuff that I like. I still have a 70s playlist. I wasn't alive in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
But like, I know those songs, and those are classics to me, and I listen to them on my own proudly.
Well, even speaking of that, where it's like, I don't think there's a legendary Drake album, like in a sense of like he has. I mean, he don't miss. I'm not saying he missed.
True.
But like, I guess Take Care. But I feel like even Take Care is like starting to like people. I feel like people forgetting like that, and so it's like I feel like there's not like even like this is Drake. Like
Yeah.
I remember where I was when I heard, More Life. Like I don't think people are like that. You know
No.
what I mean? With
I
Drake
don't think
stuff.
so.
So it's sad. It's a sad world we live
It's
in.
weird. Everything's getting turned into TikTok audios, and that's the only reason that I even know any pop
Mhm.
quote unquote music
Yeah.
right now. That's the only reason.
No.
Is from like, I don't do TikTok. I do Instagram Reels because I'm a
Amen.
real man.
Amen.
But that's the only reason I know any like relevant new music that is not something that I would listen to without somebody else showing it to me.
No, I hear you.
Because I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
So it's only coming from Instagram Reels.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the 5-second clip of Jack Harlow's Glamorous.
Yeah. I've been
Which, not going to lie, I listened to that on the way to work this morning.
Yeah.
So
it works.
it's a bop. It's a bop. But that's also, I mean, it's hip hop, which
Yeah.
is like the genre that I listen to second most
Mm-hmm.
at this point in my life.
You feel like you listen to Western country more right now?
Yep.
Not fair. That's fair.
Outlaw country.
Mm. Boom. Mm-hmm.
Which I appreciate the name. It's fun.
That's good. All right. We're past an hour. Just doing one list. Gosh. I don't know. Want to keep going? What do you think?
We can split it.
Yeah, let's split it.
Because I have another question for you.
Oh, wait, like another big topic?
No, well, I mean, we'll go on. You came up with a couple topics that you have given.
Yeah.
I just have we almost got to it, and so I was going to introduce it earlier, but I'm going to kind of bring it back.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so NASCAR.
Yeah.
So we kind of touched on it. What's the future of NASCAR? How do we get NASCAR to not fall apart? I feel like it's falling apart.
No, I feel like it's
So like the merch right now, cooler than ever.
Yes,
Everybody
absolutely.
wants to wear the sick NASCAR jackets and the shirts and like the vintage tees, graphic tees, and I mean I'll fall right into that category. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't want to watch NASCAR, even though I love cars and I like the aesthetic of some of the stuff that's coming out of it.
Do you like the movie Cars?
I do like the movie Cars.
Yeah.
No, my brain's fully developed.
Yeah.
It's probably because your brain's not.
I like cars. I'm a grown man.
Well, I like cars. I'm a grown man.
Because your brain's not fully.
But I don't want to watch NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I have been to 2 NASCAR races.
Mhm.
I don't think I sat through the whole thing either time. I'm pretty sure I just left.
Yeah. No, I don't know what NASCAR does for itself to keep itself afloat. I wonder because I said the ventures thing too, because I feel like with baseball too, it's like people young people will buy that, but it's like, aha, I look like my dad. It's like, well, that's not what the sport wants. The sport wants you to just buy stuff because you like to
Baseball?
Well, I guess NASCAR more since we're talking about NASCAR, but I feel like the vintage interest of
But you think baseball's falling apart too?
I feel like baseball's weird because I think locally it's still really cool and really strong where it's at.
Yeah.
So the Royals are always going to be the Royals.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
They've always been not great, and they will continue probably to be not great, and that'll be okay with people around here.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we had a few good years, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But we all took it as being amazing because we knew what it was.
Exactly. We would say Kansas City appreciated that run. Amen.
fully.
But then geez. What am I trying to say? So yeah, I feel like the MLB, I keep my head high. All right. No, but I feel like
But not locally.
Yeah, I feel like because at the end of the day, I'm let's say for the San Francisco 49ers, I'm interested in their storyline. I don't even though I've never been to San Francisco, I've never been to a game or whatever. Excuse me. I'm still interested. Oh, what's gonna happen with Trey Lance and this and that?
Right.
With the Warriors, same thing.
Yeah.
With the Giants, I couldn't care less. I can't name a single Giants player. I mean, so it's one of those things where it's I don't care about the national What
was the twitchy fella's name?
Oh,
get up to bat and he just looked like he's on acid.
Yes. It's not Gunther, but he looked like
still
Gunther.
There. He did look like a Gunther.
Hunter.
Ooh, I think you're on it.
I'm gonna look him up. Derpy looking.
How do you even search that? I think it was either He was outfield.
Yeah.
He was their right fielder,
That sounds right.
or was he their center fielder?
I'm gonna look up something because I just love that this is like a thing. So if you look up on Google the actor with the eyebrows, the actor with the eyebrows,
It pulls the Rock.
It pulls up Will Poulter.
Oh,
and it's
funny.
like, yep, I see it. Like,
I thought that was Matt Damon for a second.
it does look like Matt Damon's like brother or son. Or
Yeah, if you
like
turn that screen like to the side, you would think it's Matt Damon. Like, if you just catch a glimpse, you're like, oh, is that Matt Damon? Oh,
I can see that.
Nope, it's big old eyebrows. That I am.
But okay, SF Giants, Hunter, come on, Hunter Pence.
Pence,
Yeah,
Hunter Pence,
I hate
crackhead
that.
Hunter Pence.
Gosh,
Tight pants, twitchy legs,
mm-hmm.
unbelievably good.
I know. So
He's still there?
I don't think he's there anymore. Let's see.
What if he retired?
I bet he did.
I think he did. I think actually I saw something about his retirement.
Hunter Pants. Come on. I guess just give me Hunter, like literally like camo pants. Excuse me. Look at those eyes. Jeez. Look at those eyes.
He's a scary individual. He looks like he's a character.
Yeah,
something.
Jeez, 6'4". Gosh, big man. It's Texas strong.
Well,
39.
6'4" and probably like what, 120?
Let's say he was wire.
Man was a twig.
No, but let's see. Yeah, so he's out.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about his retirement.
He might have retired with the Giants, but who cares? But yeah, like I don't care about the Giants. Like even though I'm in Kansas City, but I still care about the Warriors. I still care about.
Or name choice of the team that you were gonna say, because I was like, as soon as you said Giants, I was thinking New York.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But isn't that like such a telling thing?
Precisely. So that's what I'm worried about with baseball, and I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, because I feel like they're always like, how do we get the new generation? So it's like kids will watch anything. Like, you know,
That is true.
As long as they're not doing homework, kids will do it. Like they'll watch anything. So
you give them free homework passes. That's how you get the next generation watching it.
You go to the K.
You go email teachers. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Say, hey, let them out of their homework. Make them watch the game tonight.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, with NASCAR,
here's an extra $50.
Yeah, just a little slide.
Teachers do anything for money.
Yeah.
We're struggling out here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Teacher can't make a little extra on the side. Come on.
Exactly.
What am I trying to say? No, with NASCAR, I don't know what NASCAR does, man. I think they. It's a sad fact, but like since Dale Earnhardt passed away, like their viewership has gone like lower and lower and lower. And like the sport is just more safe, so it's like the most exciting part of the sport, which is like just
some Roman Coliseum stuff.
Really?
So the dude got eaten by a bear. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa, feels a little much.
That's the crazy thing about like the Rome Coliseum too. Is like, yeah, that guy literally got eaten by a lion, and we're just like, yeah.
Are we not on our way back though?
I mean, probably, yeah. Like we're still like emotionally, we're kind of the same people. We just cover it with helmets and like, or with know whatever, or with
complete savagery.
Yeah, like we're still the same people. Still
so
the same.
I was watching a Donut Media, and they make car videos.
Cool.
And it's a car channel. They talk about different cars sometimes and why this company's doing bad, and it's all car stuff. But they were talking about NASCAR, and they were like, why is it falling apart? How can it get better? It was a very interesting video. It just got me thinking on the topic. But one of the things they said was like, the PR between the drivers and just people has been very diluted. And they're like, it's interesting. And like their theory was, so like golf is popular for one reason, because you kind of get to know the golfers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like you feel like you kind of get to know them a little bit. You get to know their personality, and like that shows in their game. And like, so and so is going to be the guy that's going to throw his club in the lake when he misses a shot. Like, and that's fun. Everybody wants to know that, like,
there goes Billy.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen, and that's fun. And then their theory though was saying like, generally golf is like a gentleman's sport, and so like these are people that have grown up with money and like very well coached by their coaches and like their big families that pay for all the stuff that they've been given, and so they're really good with media, so like they don't really have to get media trained because they already know like, okay, I can't go like cuss out my opponent
Yeah.
because that's not going to do like well for the media. So by already knowing how to work with media, they get to show a little bit more of themselves because they know how to introduce themselves to the media.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they were saying like NASCAR is a little more like those guys are a little bit more ragtag,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so you don't know where those people come from. They kind of crawl out of places and they race cars because it's what they do.
Yeah.
It's like in the blood. So there's just some crazy folks racing NASCARs. And so they were saying like those people have been very media trained. And so like they're not comfortable in front of the camera necessarily. So they just like, hi,
Yeah.
my name is Nate. I drove really good today and I'm proud of that. Thank you, Bud Light.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Mhm.
So he drove the Bud Light car. That's the Bud Light car guy, I guess. All right, moving on. And then you watch him do some donuts. Like,
Yeah.
so they were saying like maybe, you know, kind of let the drivers loose a little bit.
I like
Which
that.
honestly, that sounds fun to me because like if I had more of like a personal investment in it, I would feel a lot more obligated to like watch.
Yeah, yeah. Or that's cool because like I remember like even like when we were kids, like Tony Stewart, like if he
Jeff Gordon,
if he got chipped in like in a race, oh, you know Tony Stewart's gonna go off.
which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. If once like he like either like goes off on the driver or on the mic.
I want some post race fights.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I remember I was watching a video. It was about like young Jeff Gordon in his career, and it was Dale Earnhardt going up to him like he's trying to like Jeff Gordon's like doing an interview and like like Dale Earnhardt's like, what's that guy looking at? Like he's doing like the rainbow DuPont like hoodie like thing. I'm like, oh, which I want to buy so bad. I just need to buy one. But he's just like, what are you doing? Look at this little fella guy over here in California with his little mustache. And he goes like, looking a little gay out here. Like just like he says something like that. Like just but it's like I'll remember that forever. Like
yep, exactly. And like whether or not you like what he said, you remember it. And when you see him racing, you have something to think of. Like, oh, that's that guy.
Yeah.
You recognize him. Which says a lot for like viewership. If you recognize who you're watching, you're going to be more apt to watch it and more apt to enjoy it. Like the more I get into football and the more I know the players and like, oh, I'm actually really excited to see Jarvis Landry in the Saints uniform next year. That's going to be crazy. So like, I'm excited to see the Saints play because I know one of the players. I've seen kind of his history and like how he works with Odell and like, oh, okay. Like I know that little relationship and like, oh, it'll be cool to see them play against each other. I don't know if they do yet. I'll have to check the schedules. Like, it's more exciting if you know the people.
No, I agree. And like, kind of like with the people thing, it's like, I feel like that's why college basketball is like taking such like a second tier step or tertiary release to step in terms of like the sports landscape, because it's like, yeah, that guy was there for a day. Like, I mean, the Ben Simmons story where he shows up on campus and like doesn't take the team even like the tournament, doesn't play any like the postseason games, doesn't like seem to care about LSU, kind of just like quit on the team and just kind of like was there and left and like did his time. It's like, and I mean, we see it all the time where it's like, yeah, dude, like if you become like, you can become a legitimate household name, like if you stay for 3-4 years of college. And it's really cool for the
Christian
fans.
Laettner.
Yeah, and like, because every year they do senior night, and it's like, okay, some 7-foot white guy from Kentucky, like, you know what I mean, just like
who's not going to the league.
Yeah, he studied accounting. He's just like he's gonna do that for the rest of his life, but like when it's cool when it's like Christian Laettner, when it's a big star that's like, wow, this is his last night at home. Like this is his night that we celebrate, you know, everything he's done over the past 4 years, and you feel like you grew up with this person and stuff like that, and like you like, but yeah, like you said, like it's just that personal connection that you can create is huge. So yeah, that's a good point.
Interesting. Anyway,
Anywho, well, see you around.